Hello, I'm WaffleStick. Welcome to episode 7 of BlockHeads. Taking a casual stroll through the nether, as you can see. Collecting myself some delicious tears from these stupid ghasts. It's getting really annoying when you're in the nether hub. And speaking of the nether hub, I have been working on it just a little bit. Got some black concrete over here in the background. And it's going to take a gratuitous amount of black concrete to fill in this area. I mean, this was probably about 21 stacks of black concrete. And, you know, keep in mind, this is without an ink farm. Man, I have to manually slay all those squid, those poor things. It's absolutely terrible. And I'm going to probably head over to the main island because I wanted to work away from the nether hub today, work away from the technical area just a bit, and continue the project over on the main island. Maybe doing like some kind of village. I've got to get some inspiration, maybe from another game. I've got something cool in mind. I have the slight feeling that iron golems might be causing just a little bit of lag in this area. Every time I stroll through the town, it seems like we get a little bit of jitter, or just walking through. There's a lot of iron golems. Like, this needs to be taken care of rather soon. And, you know, although 1.14.4 is considerably better than the previous versions in 1.14 for server lag, it still jitters here and there, just from things like that. There's a lot of stuff going on in this area anyways. And for my part in the nether hub, I think I want to reserve that for live streaming, because it's not particularly interesting whenever we're making a video on it, because the only thing I'm doing is putting up a big concrete wall. And that is twitch.tv/MrWaffleStick. I usually post my Discord and on Twitter whenever I go live. There should be links for all of those in the description. And yeah, I'm hoping I can get to live streaming pretty soon. I've actually had some stuff going on in the background with my family, taking care of them. Some personal stuff's going on, and in the coming weeks, you might see me lowering my project loads. It's going to be kind of rough, but I think we'll get through it. Just it's kind of hard to post consistently whenever those things start happening. But yeah, wish me luck with that, and let's get to the project for today, which is going to likely be in this area. Ooh, decided maybe it's time to do the abandoned village out idea I had for the longest time. You know, I thought it'd be super cool to kind of clear out this area just a little bit, or, you know, maybe doing like some slight terraforming, because it's got a nice separation. This is where the exit is for that sound, and it leads right into this like little grove. Oh, it would be great. I think it'd be a neat project, and a lot of my inspiration comes from winter holds on Skyrim. I haven't seen it in a time, though. You know, you remember the one really far up north by the, what is it? The Winterhold College? College of Winterhold? I don't know. I totally forgot what it's called, but let's actually go there in game and get a little bit more inspiration from it. I haven't seen it in a time. So I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit weird to see a Skyrim Inception inside of a Minecraft video. I just totally talked over that guy. I do apologize, good sir. I know you wanted to get your word in. But yes, Winterholds. Hey, here it is. I haven't even gotten to it yet. And this is where I was talking about. So we've got all these different abandoned buildings. And what I like about it is that this is not in a post-apocalyptic world. The houses aren't burnt down. They just have simply collapsed over time because people have left them to be. And, you know, things like the fireplace are still standing, which this gives me a lot of reference for Minecraft. I mean, look at this. I'm doing the same thing I do in Minecraft. I scroll out to see everything. This is kind of cool, though. Now, I didn't think about the fireplaces, so we might want to do some fireplaces still standing. Would be kind of a neat feature. There might be a couple more buildings, but I have a feeling that maybe the developers got a bit lazy and started copying and pasting some of these schematics in that last building into other ones. Obviously, they've got different frames in these other houses. But let's see what we got here. I got some thatch up there. That would be kind of a cool thing to implement. Thatch would be easily accounted for collapsing in. But yeah, I was just kind of getting an idea for props. Maybe doing some framework with the split walls, kind of like it has done. But I don't think like a collapsed building would necessarily split in half like these logs have been cut. You know, that's what it looks like. You can only go so far in a video game. You know, I don't blame the developers or anything. They've done a pretty good job of making this area feel like it's abandoned. But just remember, the fireplaces are what we got to keep note of. I think that's all of the... Is that all of the abandoned houses in the area? I mean, there's no other references. This is kind of cool. Got like this little fence post, or not even a fence post, but like a structure post. And I got these things kind of poking out. I want to take a reference for that, and maybe the frames for certain houses. But, you know, to really throw on the effect, we might have a couple of burnt down houses because, you know, I don't know. This seems like this isn't going to be enough for Minecraft in particular. Ladies and gentlemen, my humblest apologies for the air conditioner in the background. It's supposed to be 100 degrees Fahrenheit where I live today. Not really looking forward to it whatsoever. So for this project, I've done things just a little bit backwards. I started decoration before I even got to the main pieces, and I've gotten most of it done. I gotta maybe do some stuff out here to baseline everything. Then we can put in our abandoned buildings. There is a couple of slots right here. I wanted to put them on this side more so because, you know, I don't want to see them from the back side. I think if we put them on this side, it's going to look a little bit tacky whenever we're coming from the portal into this pathway over here. I hope it's not ruining anything because this is where we would be farming our trees, and I don't think it's going to affect much. We can always find a new place. So yeah, we're going to do the maybe collapsed buildings over this way. Maybe a couple of burnt buildings over here like a fire had started. And I thought to myself, well, you know, on occasion you'll find someone living in these abandoned places. And I kind of want to make it like a little campsite inside of one of the abandoned houses. And maybe have one or two that are still intact, but, you know, are still not lived in. Should be an interesting project. Now I'm going to try out a new form of time-lapse. If you do remember the good old camera mod, let's go ahead and get this rolling. It should be fun. Well, I'm pleasantly surprised. That was a lot of fun doing a smaller scale project. I like to do about 2 to 3 hours minimum work per episode for my projects, and this one only took about 50 minutes, but then sometimes that is appropriate. So you can do like smaller scale builds. You know, some people like to build on a smaller scale, and that's totally fine. I just find myself stuck in like 2 or 3 hour projects, and it's kind of weird to be done early with a project. And this one was awesome because it gave us an excuse to uncap this pathway around the village. You might have noticed that we've been capping off pathways because, you know, the further you go into the worlds, well, a lot less projects going to start showing up. But this one's particularly nice because it caps off at the end in an appropriate way. So let's kind of go through this. You know, if we were to just step up here, it doesn't really look like anything's going on. It just looks like some plankage. But then you kind of look and you're like, oh yeah, that's a furnace. There's some remnants there of a house. And, you know, the further you get in, you start putting the details together, and there's an even more detailed furnace in the background for this one in the frame. And it's like, oh, this is an abandoned village. There's some lore sprinkled about around here. It's kind of a neat little side story, you know, just something you would stumble upon when you're coming from the main spawn. So this was the original farmers. They had come into this area. These guys were the first ones here. And then industry came about, and they're like, let's just move over there. It's going to be a lot easier with their fields. So they abandoned these homes, and at some point, these houses caught on fire. There's like maybe 2 or 3 homes here. And of course, there's this one original farmer that didn't conform to industry, but he doesn't really have any resources because he's an outsider. So he has become a hermit, I guess you could say. I just improv'd all of that lore, so, give me a 5-star. That was pretty nice. That could have been a quality audiobook, I'm just going to put it out there. But yeah, it caps off at this cliff line. They cannot go any further, and I thought that was awesome compared to the fence work. Of course, I would like to leave a few of those caps in the background. We've got a couple of those. And then some obviously are going to be automagically put in as a pathway to other builds. So for example, like over here, we've got this one capped off with fence. That's going to be going to the castle build that me and Hex are planning to get to at some point. And then there's also another pathway that is blocked off, but it does go to a pathway that connects to original spawn, the spawn chunks. So right here, this is capped off. There's actually a road back here. I might want to do some detailing on that in the future, but hey, I really love that area. It's so cool to introduce some lore into your worlds. High five, high five. Whoa, you just came out of nowhere. No, please. Oh. And before we fly off to infinity and beyond, I would like some recommendations for a prop to go right into the center of the abandoned town. What would be useful for a hermit that he could have access to that's maybe not part of the permanent landscape? Not a well, please. That's kind of been overdone. I've been doing so many wells in the background for this world. So if you could, yeah, just leave a suggestion in the comments for something that the hermit could use, but that he could build, I guess you could say. Something kind of shabby, if you can think of it. But I think that's going to be about it for today's episode, guys. Hope you did enjoy watching. We'll see you next episode. Have a fantastic day.